Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. This is your new weekly tarot reading. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. Could be you towards somebody here towards you. And also, if you feel the need to reverse the roles, you can go ahead and do so, okay? So take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. You can also check out your sun, moon, rising, and or your Venus placements. If those positions are dominant in your chart, then make sure to check those out as well. And I do want to take a brief moment here to just thank all of those of you guys who joined my Instagram live over the past few days. I know it was a little bit rowdy. I was in a different location, but it was so much fun to do a little bit of a back and forth here, question, answers. I was pretty amazed and pretty impressed, which made me really happy, of course, to get so much engagement. I'm actually going to probably turn it into a podcast of some sort, because it was so enjoyable. So you can follow me on Instagram, okay? I'm going to be going live more often. You can see the link down here at Gena Moon Official. And you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. You have here desensitize, okay? So it says here desensitize with the number 35. How does the number 35 resonate for you? Does it have some kind of important meaning? For some of you, maybe, maybe not. The number 35 is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, I think you did get the number 8 last week in last week's reading. You can check out the link down below if you want to check out last week's reading. But you're getting the number 8 again. The number 8 is all about money, right? Wealth. It could be finances, that kind of thing. And also something very important may have happened on the 8th of this month related to this reading, and perhaps even related to last week's reading, since you're getting the number 8 repetitively, okay? So again, the number 8 is equal to, anything related to money, finances, that kind of thing. Now here with desensitize, in this image, it's very interesting. It's a person here who is opening up, one of those little things of pills, where they keep their pills, and they're kind of like popping pills, right? Medication, desensitizing with medication. A lot of people who feel like they're going through some kind of depression or whatever, they look for drugs, alcohol, some kind of substance to desensitize, whether that's, again, in this particular image, there's pills, a person here taking some pills, some kind of medication in order to not feel, to numb something, right? Numb the pain, numb the overthinking, whatever it is, desensitizing, okay? Of course, it could be different things. Some people desensitize through, hanging out with a lot of people. They can't be alone. That's how they desensitize. Some other people desensitize through eating, overindulging. Other people desensitize through drugs, alcohol, partying, right? Others can desensitize. I mean, it could be anything, right? Smoking could also be it for whoever this person is. Whether you're doing this, another person is doing this here towards you, whatever this is, okay? But it says here, desensitize, emotionally detached due to fear or unwanted behavior. Feeling numb and suppressing feelings and emotions through either drugs, alcohol, or some other addictive behavior. So whoever is doing this, okay, they're trying to numb the pain, numb the feelings, numb the emotions. You don't want to feel them. It's like, I don't want to feel it. I don't want to pay attention to it. Other people numb the pain through overworking, right? They overwork themselves to the point of exhaustion, so that when they get home, they're just completely exhausted and they just go to sleep, right? So it's different things for different people. So just pay attention to that. We're going to see how this is all going to unfold for you in your reading. But it comes with a secondary message, and it says here, the pain of our separation is tearing me apart. I don't know how to handle my feelings and emotions. So instead of working through the pain, I use and take whatever helps me feel numb, right? So whoever this person is doing this, okay, hopefully it's not you. If it is, there's a little bit of a wake-up call there, okay, because something is indicating whenever you feel some kind of pain, some kind of discomfort, it's in order for you to actually feel it, right? In order for it to come up to the surface. When people try to suppress feelings, suppress emotions through whatever, way comes easy to them, whether drugs, alcohol, whatever else, distracting themselves with other things that are really not healthy for them. This is kind of like an unhealthy type of numbing the pain. It's not like, okay, I'm going to go and, work out and, exercise to release the stress. Even that can become addicting, right? It can become something negative at some point when you overdo it. But there's a temporary type of, pleasure that somebody here is getting through numbing this kind of pain, because whoever this person is doesn't want to feel those feelings, feel those emotions. And a lot of times that's not very healthy, because again, when in the moment, people feel like, okay, I'm getting rid of the pain. Just, for the time being, you think that you're getting rid of the pain through numbing it with all these external things, because they're really external things, right? Drugs, alcohol, gathering with people around you. It's like those people that cannot be by themselves, because then it's like their demons start coming up to the surface, right? So there's something here about you paying attention to those feelings, those emotions, even if it's difficult, okay? Even if it's difficult, because it's like your body trying to communicate something to you. It's here to help you grow in some kind of way. If this is you, of course. If this is somebody that you're dealing with, okay, perhaps you might be thinking of that person as not caring, being cold-hearted, being quiet, whatever. But that person may be doing that. They may be desensitizing themselves with things that are not really healthy for them, okay? But let's go and jump right into your past, present, future position. Who and what is coming towards you? What is in your opportunity? Also, what is in your challenge position, and how to overcome that challenge. Now, let me know in the comments below how this reading resonates for you, how that energy is resonating for you as well. Okay, because again, remember, when you comment down below, you guys, you really, really, truly help support me and my channel. The YouTube algorithm has been hiding a lot of my videos from the newsfeed. So I really encourage you, if you do enjoy these readings, if you do find them helpful, let me know in the comments below, even if it's just commenting down an emoji. And of course, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for your support. Now, I do see a few energies coming through the reading. Let's see. You could possibly be dealing with the sign of, I see the sign of Cancer. What else do we have here? The sign of Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Taurus energy, Pisces energy. A lot of signs coming through the reading. Okay, so let's put this on the side. And at the bottom of the deck, you have here the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, there is some kind of situation here that, whether you on the outside or this person on the outside, they might look, or you might be perceived as calm, cool, collected. Okay. Why? Because somebody here might be doing a very good job at desensitizing their emotions to the point where you come across as, being just chill, calm, cool, collected. No one can ever, tell that something is off with that person or with you, okay? Somebody here might be focused in on their finances, on their career. There could also be a situation here where one person here is very loyal, very consistent, and or it could be a connection, relationship, career that has been very consistent. It's been very stable, that kind of thing, okay? Of course, this could be a person here towards you, you towards them. We're going to figure this out when we clarify. At the bottom of this other deck, you have here player, an immature person or lover that lacks emotional intelligence. Beware of their intentions. So somebody here might be playing games, okay, with the other. Not necessarily have to be true. The main energy from this card is basically that there is a lack of emotional intelligence. Somebody here might be very immature while the other one is more mature, than the other. It's kind of like the energy there where one person, might be more inclined towards, who knows, maybe like fulfilling the other person's or fulfilling their own promises, while the other one makes promises and then they don't deliver on those promises because of emotional immaturity. They lack emotional intelligence. And so when it says beware of this person's intentions, it also can possibly mean like, when a person is naive and immature, they sometimes make promises. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to do this and I'm going to do that and this and that. But then that moment comes and they might be fearful, or they might have a change of mind because they know that they cannot live up to whatever it is that was promised. Okay. And it may come across as bad intentions, but what I'm sensing from this more so is that there's somebody here who may be making promises or has made promises. They're not delivering on those promises. And therefore, they're either hurting themselves because they know that they cannot live up to those promises, to those expectations, whatever it is, okay? And or the other person wasn't living up to those expectations. Therefore, the other person is either numbing their feelings and emotions or vice versa. Could be both, right? We're going to figure this out. Now, in your challenge position for this week, you have here the 5 of Swords, the Moon, and the Chariot. Yeah, so it could be a little bit challenging for you to make amends in a situation where something here blew up, something here ended up in a disagreement, something here ended up turning out very ugly. It did not have to be this bad, but I feel that there were hurt egos. One person tried to get away with something, okay? And even though this person may have felt like, you know what, I did what I wanted to do, okay, and they walked away feeling a sense of victory, it was an empty victory. This is like a person walking away feeling a sense of an empty victory, not feeling good about what they did. In the moment, this person thought that that was, it's like they wanted to get some kind of justice, right? They were like, nope, this is what's right. I'm going to do this no matter who I hurt, no matter what I do, no matter what falls apart. And so whenever, this happens, things can turn quite ugly. And I feel like things turned quite ugly, like things got really, really bad, where it wasn't necessarily, it could have been negotiated, but somebody here just did not care, was very careless in their, who knows, maybe words, maybe actions, whether you towards somebody or somebody here towards you. And so I feel like somebody here ended up walking away. And yeah, on the surface, it may seem like, oh, wow, that person really got away with it, right? But internally, that person doesn't feel good about what they did, okay? It's like an empty victory of sorts, This person keeps, kind of like thinking back as to, wow, this really brought about negative repercussions. This really brought about negative consequences, right? And the reason why was because somebody here, like I said, they were, it's about like not being considerate. When a person is not considerate of, okay, you know what, if I do this, it might affect that, it might affect this, it might affect the connection, the situation, the career, the money. It might affect these other factors, but this person literally did not care. It doesn't matter what it affects, and they just did whatever they did. They said whatever they said, and now somebody here is dealing with these consequences. So right now, it could be a little bit difficult for this person to overcome whatever has been created because it turned out to be, bigger than it was supposed to be. And that is exactly why somebody here may be trying to desensitize themselves, from their emotions, from their feelings. I also see that it could be a little bit challenging for you to, again, it's a repetitive type of energy. What's interesting about this is that emotions are all over the reading. However, you have the dominant energy of desensitizing those feelings, right? It's like somebody here is avoiding feeling those feelings, feeling those emotions, because the moon here represents emotions. It represents feelings. It represents illusions, delusions. Am I just being delusional? Am I being, did I build like an illusion and what is going on? So it could be a little bit challenging for you to distinguish what's real and what's not. Who's real and who is not, right? Are they being honest? Are they not being honest, right? Did I do the right thing? Or, it's kind of like, you're not sure what's right, what's wrong, a little bit of confusion. It's kind of like driving through the fog. When you're driving through the fog, it can be a little bit, scary, and you have to slow down because you don't want to hit someone. You don't want to, crash another car into another car. And so, it's kind of like a little bit of a slow down type of energy right now, but it's heightened emotions. Okay. There's a lot of heightened emotions right now. Something is still hidden in the background. So I'm sensing that because some kind of information or situation or emotion, somebody here is either hiding their feelings, hiding their emotions, something is being hidden. Okay, either you're hiding this from somebody, or somebody here is hiding some kind of situation, information from you. But it could be a little bit difficult right now to see eye to eye with a person where, again, something turned out to be very, very ugly. Now, I'm also seeing here that with the Chariot, there's a lack of motivation from somebody's part to really, feel like, okay, you know what, I can resolve this. It's kind of like somebody has given up. Somebody here is kind of surrendering, giving up, and saying to themselves, you know what, well, what's the use? Why am I even going to confront the situation? Somebody here is avoiding confrontation. Somebody here is either avoiding confronting a person, the situation, feelings, emotions, or either, if this is you, it could be you not wanting to confront your own feelings, your own emotions. You might be avoiding confronting those feelings and emotions. You may not be wanting to feel those feelings and emotions, and or could be somebody here wanting to avoid confrontation with you or confronting their own feelings and their emotions. Okay, let me know in the comments below what that's all pertaining to. Is this happening in your career, finances, love life, family life, whatever this is? Okay, it also has here frequency. I can't stop thinking about you. We are aligning on the same frequency and vibration. So it's very interesting because you and another person cannot stop thinking about each other. Either you can't stop thinking about them, but I feel like it's both of you guys because it says we, like you are both aligning on the same frequency, vibration. It's almost as if you guys could feel each other's feelings and emotions, but you are avoiding them, right? You are kind of like avoiding them. This person can't stop thinking about you. You can't stop thinking about them. You guys are definitely connecting at a very high frequency right now, okay? You might be seeing signs, signals, synchronicities, but wanting to ignore them, right? You're like, it's like you wanting to desensitize from all of those signs that the universe might be showing you. This person could be also doing the same thing. Okay, let me know in the comments below which area of your life that pertains to and what that's all about. Now, let's jump into the recent past. So in the recent past, you have here the Death, okay, the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Okay, so in the recent past, I see that there was some kind of an ending. Something here came to an end. Something here, either you put it to an end, it just mutually ended. It could have been also a situation that transformed itself, right? It needed to change. And in order for a situation to change, something in the situation, connection, career, project, whatever this was in the recent past, okay, needs to change before, or it needs to end before that change comes about. So there was some kind of an ending, something here, coming full circle. Now I'm also seeing here that there was some kind of an energy in the recent past where one person was helping the other, whether this was, emotional help, whether it was financial help, whatever that was, okay? But for another group of you guys, I feel very strongly that somebody here felt breadcrumbs. Somebody here felt like, you know what, this person is just giving just enough to the situation, to the connection, and I want more. It could be mutual. It could be that you and this person were both kind of like thinking, well, why is this not, advancing? Why are you not giving more to the situation? And then the other person was like, well, why aren't you giving more to the situation? So it was something here related to giving, receiving, but feeling like it's not enough. Okay. Not enough money, not enough time, not enough effort, not enough love, not enough attention, whatever this was. Now I'm seeing here that there was some kind of a beautiful, kindred soul type of connection. I feel that in the recent past, there was either a reconnection, you guys, missed each other after this ending happened, and there was some kind of a reconciliation. You started to feel nostalgic. You started to feel kind of like you missed that person missed you. Could have been that somebody here came in to apologize or just kind of like, reconnect. There was some kind of a reconnection here from the past based on kindred souls, kindred spirits. Now, you also have here stressed. I am emotionally drained to the point where I am beginning to shut down. So in the recent past, here somebody was super stressed out with work, with, family situations, with, who knows, maybe, their own personal matters. So somebody here in the recent past was very, very stressed. And I feel like this added on to the ending, right? Whatever abruptly ended came to an end. I feel like it had to do with a person who was feeling very stressed out, okay? This could be work-related matters, stressing somebody out. I am emotionally drained to the point where I'm beginning to shut down. Somebody shut down completely, emotionally shut down, closed off. And, that's part of the reason why this situation did come to an end. Let me know in the comments below, is this you, another person? Which area of your life was this happening in? Career, matters, love, family, friends, whatever that was. Now, in the present energies, currently speaking, you have the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So right now, there is a person here who is trying to, distance themselves emotionally from a situation that once brought some kind of happiness, right? There was once an emotional bond. There was once an emotional attachment to that person, to that place, to that career. But right now, if this is you, you're trying to walk away. It's like walking away feeling disappointment. You're disappointed. You didn't think that it was going to go that way. You didn't think that things were going to turn out the way that they did turn out. And so now you're trying to detach yourself emotionally from that person, place, or thing and walk away. Okay, there is a transition period right now happening for you. Could also be between you and this other person. Could be this other person distancing themselves from you emotionally. Okay, but somebody here is distancing themselves emotionally from the person, situation, career, environment, whatever this is. Okay, and where once there was a lot of conflict, confusion, it's like you want to head into a new direction, right? It's like you're allowing yourself to transition, to the other side, okay, of the situation. Now, it's going to be a rather slow process. I feel like you're taking your time. You're not rushing it. This is nothing to be rushed also, is what the universe is indicating. Take your time during this interim period, because I feel that right now, things need to change. Things are changing, okay? But they're changing for the better, because the Six of Swords has to do with a situation where, you're headed towards calmer waters in a sense. Okay, and it's going to take time. The Knight of Pentacles. Take your time. Make sure that you think it through, that you plan ahead, that you strategize, and you don't make any impulsive decisions. Don't take any impulsive actions towards whatever changes you are creating in your life, in a situation, relationship, career, whatever this is, okay? Could also be that a person here is very slow in coming towards you, okay, because they're overthinking something, they're planning ahead. Now here, part of the problem has to do with gossip. Okay, there could be some kind of gossip that is happening right now where everyone is talking about you, your relationship. People are jealous of your connection. So there could be people that are happy, that you are, leaving a connection behind, leaving a person behind, leaving a job behind, whatever it is that you are now ending, in your life. There are people around you whom you may not be aware of their feelings and emotions towards you, but they may be kind of like jealous of your connection, and they might be gossiping, they might be talking, okay? So everyone is talking about the relationship, the connection. People are jealous of your connection. So this could be you, the people that you are around that are gossiping, or it could just be, the other person, or both, right? Whether you are aware of it or not. Now, in the near future, you have here the Fool, the Sun, and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, in the near future, I see here that you're jumping into a brand new beginning. You're definitely starting a brand new chapter. There's going to be a lot of happiness, joy, fulfillment. You're going to feel alive again. You're going to feel like a little kid jumping on a horse again. There's going to be good news coming towards you. It's going to be a rush of communication, a rush of information, whether you're rushing in to communicate with somebody now that, perhaps in the near future, you're going to finally feel a little bit more at ease, a little bit more clear, and you're going to rush in towards a brand new beginning, and you're going to take a leap of faith. You're going to say, okay, you know what? Enough of the overthinking. I'm about to take a leap of faith into this brand new direction, because this is what brings me happiness. This is what brings me joy. Okay, whatever that is for you. Now, I see that this is a power couple. So I feel that you're jumping into something of a union, whether it's a business partnership or with a relationship. This typically, means a romantic partnership. Of course, it could be a business partnership, but it says here power couple because it's the king and the queen, right? I feel like you got this one last time as well. It's very interesting. So if you want to check out the link to last week's reading, it's down in the first comment that is pinned down below. So an indestructible force that many wish they could be, liked by few and envied by most. It seems to me like the people that are around you, okay, are very envious of the partnership or the relationship that you have or that you had. And I feel that whether you know it or not, this reading is kind of like alerting you, hey, you know what? Many wish that they could have and be who you are and what you have in life. And so, there's going to be in the near future an indestructible force that many wish they could be, liked by few and envied by most. Whenever you guys walk into rooms, whenever you tell people or, people know about you being in this connection, in this relationship, people might be jealous of you. Will be, actually. This is saying, yes, you will be envied by most people around you. So be aware of that, because a lot of times people don't realize that, bad advice or advice, good advice, right, could be kind of like disguised as good advice, when in reality somebody might be just jealous of the connection of what you have. They're gossiping, right? That kind of vibe. So just be aware of those energies, because people that are unhappy and then they see a person, that is happy next to them, if you're their friend, their family member, whatever, they don't like to see you happy because they're unhappy. If you're in a relationship, they're not in a relationship, they don't want you to be happy in a relationship because they're not happy in one, right? Or if you are doing really well in your career, right, and you talk to them about, how good you're doing in your career, the plans that you have, that person might be, talking you out of it, talking you out of a business plan or whatever it is, right? This could be anything, but just be aware, because there's double energy there of people being a little bit jealous about you or of what you have, what you create, what you want to create in life, or your partnerships, your connections, your relationships, etc. Okay. Now, in your opportunity, you have here the Hierophant, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So in your opportunity, you're going to have an opportunity for commitment, whether you're finally deciding, you know what, I'm ready to commit to the situation, I'm ready to commit to this person, and or somebody here will be committing to you. But I see a higher level of commitment here. You're going to have an opportunity to either finally make a move, express how you really feel, if you're the one who has been desensitizing yourself, numbing those feelings, numbing those emotions. There will be an opportunity for you to show how you feel. For others, there's going to be an opportunity where somebody here is going to come towards you to show you how they feel. There could be an apology, and that apology could lead to a higher level of commitment. For others, it could be a brand new gesture of love from a brand new person, or a person that you already know. Could be you towards them, them towards you, that kind of vibe. And something here that you've been waiting on is finally going to happen. It's going to finally bear fruit. Okay, something here that you've been working on, and you've been wondering, when is this finally going to develop? When is this finally going to happen? When is this finally going to grow? Where are the results? The results are coming in. Okay. Now here, love offer, double love offer. So whether this is you towards somebody here towards you, it says here, love offer. I want to offer you the world, and I promise that you will have the very best version of me. So somebody here might be working on themselves right now, on, healing themselves, who knows, maybe their career, their plans for the future. And so when this person is ready, they want to offer you the world, and it says, I promise you will have the best version of me. If this is you towards somebody else, you might be planning a love offer. You want to offer this person, the world, and you want to promise them that they will have the best version of you. Okay, so love offer, whether you're making this love offer towards somebody, or somebody here will be coming to make this love offer towards you. We're going to find out in the extended. So now we're going to jump into the extended reading. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.